alternate universe right now.
Yeah.
He's
There's a theory like that, eh?
yeah. the
Apparently,
alternate
did you hear
universe.
about that?
No,
They
come on.
were they created this kid. Figured well he made a conspiracy theory or he theorized this situation that I'd forget the year, but at some point in the past, in 2008 I believe,
Yeah.
they did some scientific experiment where they separated some atoms and then they created this different. I forget exactly what it was, but it was on one of the podcasts, and they were talking about how it pushed us into a separate universe and like a parallel universe, and we're living. That's why a lot of people have the Mandela effect, where they can't remember the things that have happened in the past, and they
Yeah.
deny it, like no, it hasn't happened. So like we've jumped into a separate universe, a parallel universe. That's why it's all different and it's all messed up.
See, I heard that, but I heard that about like 2012. That
2012,
somebody remember when that was that
Yeah,
big
the
thing going
Mayan
on
thing,
about the
yeah,
world
yeah.
is gonna end.
Yeah, yeah.
And then someone was like, "Hey, ever since 2012, haven't you felt the world's just been so different?"
Yeah.
They're like, "The world already ended. We're in a different universe. This is a different, whatever."
It feels like it, man. Like R.I.P. Harambe. Ever since he got shot up,
And nothing's been the same.
nothing's been the same, bro.
Yeah.
2016 was a deep dive, bro. He just like
Yeah. Do you guys seen the Spider-Man movies? Not the animation ones, the ones with Miles Morales.
No, I
With
haven't
the
seen
Black
it.
Spider-Man?
The
No.
black, yeah, I haven't seen the second one. I've seen the first one. Yeah.
Dude, those are good.
Those are good,
They
yeah.
always do the dimension switch ups in there, and
Into the Spider-Verse.
yeah, that was a good one. They always have like those 50, 60 different dimensions, and
Yeah.
based on you make one little change here, something that affects your dimension there.
I just seen a show actually recently about time loops. It's called Bodies.
Okay.
Have you seen it on? It's on Netflix or Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called Bodies. It's about this guy who, in the future, figures out. Well, somebody else invents a time machine, and he figures out that he can create a loop, and just live forever. So he jumps back to. So the show starts out with this detective in 2023 discovers a body at Longview Lane or something in London, right? This person just appears out of nowhere and that has a bullet hole in the eye, but there's no bullet. So she gets all confused, and they go back. They try to do their investigation. They catch this kid, and he's like, "No, I didn't do it. He catches up to him, tries to convince him to turn himself in so they can investigate. He kills. He's like, "No, they told me you would come, and you would come to catch me," and kills himself. And then the main phrase they use is, "No, you're loved." That's the main phrase they use. So he kills himself, and everybody's like, "What the hell's going on?" So then they cut back to like 1941. Exact same thing happens. The same body shows up 1941. They cut back to like 1880 or in some year like that. Same thing happens. Same body, exact same person shows up again. Slowly, they reveal that this person has created a time loop where they constantly travel back in time from 2050, and they pave this road for their entire family and their descendants. So it goes back and essentially births himself in the future. So like he marries this person. So his grandson, great grandson, is his father. It's like a weird, mind-bending situation that happens.
Yeah.
I just check it. It's like a weird show, bro.
Like he went back and started his own family.
His own family, essentially, yeah. And then he just he created this loop, and people are stuck in that loop. Everybody's stuck in that loop, and then just constantly relive it. And then there's people that have figured it out, and they're trying to break the loop. So.
And is it just with one person? Just one person's
No,
story?
well,
This has happened with a lot of people.
He's the only one who's controlling it.
Okay.
Everybody else is in the loop too,
Yeah.
right? They're reliving the same thing over and over, right? But
so time, the concept of time only, it affects him. Like it's
he's the only one who's aware that he's gone back.
Who's dealing with time traveling? Nobody else is.
Nobody else
just
is.
him.
And the dead body. But yeah, that's a whole other. That's a whole other.
Do you guys think time travel will ever be available in our
gonna talk
lifetimes
about
at
that,
least?
yes.
Well, according to
Time
science,
travel, yes.
do you think it's possible?
Well, I think if when you travel at certain type of speed, you already travel.
Yeah, as per the scientific theory,
yes.
if you travel close to the speed of light, you're able to travel
You
faster.
fly from here to Vancouver, you travel an hour.
Yeah,
Like I'm
Of
pretty sure,
time,
you know,
technically,
exactly.
time is behind now.
No, you know when they say if you go to a certain planet now, I don't know which planet exactly is it, but
Yeah.
you know you go to a certain planet, you know around there, you know if you spend time, the amount of time you spend there
Yeah.
is only going to be very minute to the time that's going on on Earth. Yes, exactly.
So
And
like a year here is a
time-
week there.
Yes, exactly. So when
situation.
they come back, so I mean that's time. When they come back, they'd be younger. So I think that's time traveling. In
Yeah,
a,
well,
in a
yeah,
sense
if you try-
anyways,
that's-
right?
That's in a
You
sense,
seen-
but
you seen the movie
the
Interstellar?
thing like the movie type of time travel, like hey,
like go back to
Yeah, no,
so
1948,
strictly
phew,
not
we're going
outside
there.
of this planet, like within on Earth.
Yeah.
You know, coming back and forth in time.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that's what they say, that you can't travel back in time because the theory that Neil deGrasse Tyson uses is that you can't drive if there's no roads, you know. So like if you're going back in time, the time machine hasn't been invented, so you can't travel there. You can't.
So it's
you
when
won't-
it'll be invented. From
from
then maybe.
from then you can move forward.
And then from that,
Yeah.
maybe you'll be able to travel
Yeah.
back and from
So
when that invention
maybe
happens.
like if you like theoretically, like maybe you
Hmm.
could
Hmm.
travel in the future,
yeah,
but not in the past.
there's probably like a 3-month-old kid somewhere around the world right now.
But that's not time.
Who's gonna
yeah.
make
Who's gonna
time travel
invent it?
in 20, 30 years? You know,
Yeah.
some genius, some Einstein, somewhere around the world.
Who knows?
But that's not time traveling, man. That's just traveling in the future. I mean, time traveling you could.
No, from the
Yeah.
moment it would get made.
No, but
then
from
you'll-
there you could go forward.
I mean,
and
past.
backwards.
I'm pretty sure if there's a possibility, there's a possibility of
Have you,
somebody.
but have you seen those internet, like there's a lot of videos and pictures of people like using phones and this and that, like black and white pictures,
Yeah.
and like super.
Like, how was this there at
Yeah,
this time?
and
It's
it's
like
just like-
1940.
you
This
could
was
see
in-
like
Yeah.
there's a picture of black and white, and there's one person that's dressed very modern, and you're like, wait,
Mm.
that's not the same attire as everybody else.
Yeah.
And then there's a video from like I think 1930s or 1920s. It's a black and white video, and then you see this person literally talking on the phone and just walking back and forth.
Cell phone. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like they're talking on the cell phone, but it could be anything. It could be something different.
There's one where it seems like it's like a concert or something going on from like a very old concert, and everyone in the crowd just has their hands up and whatever, and there you can see like film crews with their big cameras on the side that are whatever recording all of the people that are playing the show, and then there's one girl in the concert who has like an iPhone.
Yeah, I
Her
think I've seen
flash is on, you know what I mean?
it. Yeah,
And everyone's like, what the? Like, that's from like 30, 40 years ago. How's that
Yeah,
even possible? There's no
maybe it needs
iPhones.
There's no
Yeah.
The
iPhones,
biggest
there's
phones
no
were like
tablets,
those.
yeah.
Maybe those ones even weren't
But
even up
that
then.
defies your theory that you can't travel back
That's
in
not my
time.
theory.
Neil deGrasse
that's just
Tyson.
a scientific theory.
But we don't
yeah.
know. Maybe that person was from 2014.
So it is possible to go back in time.
2050.
We don't
from when
know.
got
It looks
invented.
like-
I mean, if they could make out a medium to travel in time, then you could go back in time.
As per the scientists,
Okay.
no. But as per these pictures and these random videos that pop up,
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe they're doctored. Who knows? But like,
100%.
who knows? But
Yeah, it'll be a DNA transformation type of stuff. If
Yeah.
you
It
travel
could
in time,
be. It
right?
could be.
I mean,
you're
if they come
traveling
out-
into your own body.
Yeah, of course. I mean, because if you leave, let's say you leave the flesh here, or if
So what do? Like, just turn on?
I mean, yeah, how are you gonna transport the soul if you guys believe there's a soul in there?
Well, maybe you can only transfer to or transport to your own DNA. So you like time
show
travel.
up in your
but
grandfather.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Something like
There
this.
has
That's
to
the
be.
only vessel that's able to
Yeah.
hold your
Yeah.
whatever.
That's so trippy.
Some
That's
that
what
would
I'm
be a
saying.
good movie. That would be a nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How are you gonna carry all the material that makes you?
Yeah. Or another
No.
thing could be those things could just be photoshopped, and as we
Yeah.
know, Photoshop is getting much better. We were
Yeah.
talking about regenerative AI earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're not
Right.
talking about time traveling.
No time travels. It could be
He's
time travel.
saying
Could
that
be
you
happening
could,
too.
bro. Can you
But it
imagine
could
though,
be,
like
yeah.
you time travel back into your grandfather's spawn? That's so trippy, bro.
Yeah.
I wish that it was that easy, man. Just like the year and then go back, see all these people going crazy at like Mongols running through. Imagine that, man. Imagine that coming at you. You're like trying to figure like go back.
Go back, bro.
Yeah.
Your head's already
Yeah,
gone.
yeah, exactly.
Go back
Yeah.
where?
Time, yeah. You're a slave somewhere now.
Yeah.
You're washing horses.
Straight up, you land among polar bears. Like those. Not even the ones that they have
Trying
on
to tell
today.
them about Bitcoin.
But it was funny, Bitcoin.
But bro, there's this comedian he talks about, and it's actually real. He's like, if I was to go back in time, and like to my younger self, and then I was like, oh, I could like become super rich. He's like, wait, what day was that game? I don't even remember, you know. It's like, oh, there's gonna be these phones. He's like, I'm gonna sound like a mad person. He's like, oh, do you know how to create that? No. Do you know how to write code? No.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know anything.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to invent anything at all.
Yeah.
We could have like a general idea, but I'm sure everybody
You
else
wouldn't be
would
able
too.
to. The only thing you would be able to do, I feel, if that were the case, would be you could go back and maybe if you had a little bit of money, invest in something which you knew you was gonna take off, like that GameStop thing or
Yeah.
Bitcoin or what, you know what I mean? Little
Early-
stuff like
Early
little
investor
things.
in Amazon.
Yeah,
and
you
Apple.
can. Yeah, stuff like
Yeah.
that. You could do stuff like that, but
Go make friends with Steve Jobs. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, yo, bro, these are people
Change
that
the
created
freaking course
these.
of like some, you know, how the world's gonna turn into maybe, you know, have like.
Would you save Harambe? Would you go to the zoo, save that baby?
I mean, he would probably be on the list, but like a little down the road, we gotta take care of a few important things before we get there.
Well, as per the internet, that's the moment. It all
Yeah.
it all went wrong.
probably
So,
go back to the 70s.
yeah.
Go try.
You want to do LSD or what?
Yeah, I heard life was just different then. You know, they were just built different back then. They did not care. You
Coke,
know?
had Coke. You
There
know.
was,
I
that
think
was
in
a
this-
crack epidemic.
I think in the past century, I think that would be the best time to
Yeah,
go.
you'd say, oh yeah.
70s?
I mean, yeah, 70s.
70s would be.
I think there was
It wasn't any
20s
laws
and-
like that. Everything was going on.
Exactly.
We'd be doing podcasts
20s
right
and-
now, cigarettes in our hand.
20s and 40s was just like wars. Like
Yeah.
somebody was getting woke.
Yeah, this was
Next
after
thing-
the peace area, you know, when
Yeah.
those people grew
When
up.
people
They're all
got-
anti-war.
yeah, got tired of all of this, like
All the hippies were in.
all the people getting killed, you know. Then they were like, all right, let's move to
Yeah,
something more recreational. Yeah.
what they say, right? The
70s would be
70s.
I think-
There was that thing, the weak times create strong men, or no,
Yeah.
hard times create strong men create easy times, easy times create weak men,
Yeah.
weak
Mm.
men create hard times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's a cycle, man.
It's a cycle.
So,
We're in the hard
It's
times
deep.
now. So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I think so. I think it's hard times now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
Hmm.
Looking at what's going on around the world.
I mean, every person could have said that in their own era that this is the worst time to
This is
live
the
because there was always someone doing some stupid shit.
Well, apparently not in
All
the
the time.
70s.
No, 70s was good. Yeah,
70s was good, yes.
70s they canceled that phrase out. It didn't apply to the 70s.
Yeah. 70s they, you know, and then 90s was too much of like, you know, exposure to the internet, and then everybody was,
everything was getting invented.
everybody was
90s,
just, you know, coming out, so it wasn't like much fun. It was just like a new,
The
It was like a
early
change.
internet days,
Yes,
now those were
exactly.
different as well.
people just got stuck to their phones, right? And, you know, they started getting stuck
Yeah.
to technology. But like in 70s, everybody was still,
No, I was kind of stuck, not to my phone, but in a similar like MSN
Yeah.
or whatever different chat thing you were using. There was another
Yahoo,
Nexopia.
Nexopia.
You know,
There were
I
so
was
many
on
things.
there, like, pop, 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 pop,
Yeah,
pop,
yeah.
whenever I was.
there were so many.
Now that I think about it, why did anybody ever buy Nexopia Plus? Like, why did we?
Before
I
all-
just used to talk to some girls and get them to get it for me.
You know,
like, you know, hey, you can make my page. Hey. Yeah.
before all of that, the computers were the only modes of like playing games, just doing whatever type of research,
Yeah.
and it was a multi-purpose. Right now, there's like separate platforms to like, you know, do
Yeah.
multiple things. But
You seen the new remote PC? The PC PlayStation.
No.
So
that's a good
bro,
one.
it's just sick. It's just, so I had this thing. It's called Backbone.
Okay.
So it allows remote play on your PlayStation
Mhm.
or Xbox.
Yeah.
And then it's like a controller. Remember PSPs back in the day?
Yeah.
It essentially turns your phone into a PSP.
You just like put it on
so
both
you
sides.
so you just connect your iPhone or whatever thing it supports.
Yeah.
So you connect it in there, and COD or whatever, like mobile games, you can play on there. It's actually sick. So PlayStation now came up with their own,
Yeah.
and it's a PlayStation
Hmm.
controller that you just take and you can do remote play on your just in your office, I guess, or wherever, on the fly.
Just on the fly, just with that.
It has its own screen, and the controller. Essentially, imagine a
Yeah.
PlayStation controller just split, and there's a screen.
And
on
then
it.
the screen a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, they always had like, remember PSP?
PSPs were sick.
PSP was crazy.
Yeah.
I remember like, besides all the games, that was mainly used for videos. Right? I remember we were
Yeah.
watching movies,
Yeah,
music.
but I played games
you
on
know?
there too, like
That's
Yeah,
Need for
but-
Speed and all that. Yeah,
That's when school theft went up.
yeah.
PSP,
Everybody-
iPods,
You know,
the big iPods,
big
and
iPod,
then the
yeah.
iPod touches.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
all
was
you
a
would
whole
hear is-
other.
all
And then
you-
even the small ones came out.
I remember, I think grade 11, when me and Hassan we got mugged, right right. That's when the
Hmm.
iPad. What was it called? iPod Pro. Or
iPod Pro. There was the iPod Max. There was the
iPod with the
Shuffle.
screen where you could put like movies on there, and it was like
Yeah.
a gazillion GB or whatever.
Oh
it was.
yeah, the really fat,
The
big
fat
one.
yeah, that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. So we both. So somebody at Fowler ended up stealing a bunch of them,
Yeah.
and they were selling them for like $200
Yeah.
a piece.
Yeah.
So both of us got it. And then we had those Sony Ericsson, you know, the one that shake and the song changes.
Yeah.
Had those phones, and we were going for like movies, and we got mugged. I still remember. I had
That was
I
right
had-
by Co-op and that train
Yeah,
station,
yeah,
by
yeah.
that bus station. I know which one.
I had that thing for like a week, bro. It was sick.
Reminiscing, yeah, that's memories, man.
Yeah.
Back in the
But
day.
think about how far
Yeah.
technology's come now. Everything is on your phone now.
Yeah.
But like back then, you had to carry a phone and an iPod.
Everything was separate.
You know, wallet separate. Now everything is all on your phone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Streets still weren't safe back then, though.
No, they
Tell
weren't.
us about that. Give us a little elaboration. So what happened exactly? So you guys just on the bus stop, some guy came.
PTSD. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, we were going for movies,
Okay.
and then these guys pulled up. They had a knife, and they're like, "Yo, empty your pockets and shit." And then somehow Asnan had like big baggy pants on,
Yeah.
so I think they just missed his phone. But we both listened to our AirPods, and then he like with his knife he just tapped on my pants. He like, take out your phone too. Like, there you go, bro. Like both scrawny little kids, you know. Like
No, and they were walking, or did they have bikes, or what?
no, they were walking. It was like, I was like, I'm not trying to get stabbed, bro. Here you go, take it. And then he takes it, runs to the alley. He's like, yo, come grab your phone. I was like, I'm not. You keep that. You keep that. I'll live another day. I'm good, bro.
That's the worst, man.
He left and he gave a little taunt too right before he left.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
yeah, I
like,
got
either
you.
come grab it.
Yeah.
Especially if they didn't have weapons, you know, it's like, okay, now it's...
No, you could take
you
him
can
on.
do
You could be
something,
like, you're
yeah,
trying to
but
fight.
like, you know, you can't do anything defenseless.
Yeah, a knife. I was like, whatever, man.
That
I'm
it happened to me on Stampede.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy tried, we ran away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he pulled out, he's like,
Honestly, we
okay.
could have ran away because
Empty
Hasnat's
out.
fast. We
Yeah.
could have ran away. Like.
No, this person we knew.
Oh, yeah?
You know, it was like an ongoing whatever type of thing.
Yeah.
So he spotted us and he was, whatever with his buddies, bam, bam, take out the knives.
Yeah.
And they slowly start hobbling over, you know? And me and Farhan, you know, we're playing
Yeah.
cricket at the time and stuff. And we're like, man, this is not, you know, and we're like, phew, we're out of there. It's like less than 3 seconds. Like, you're not catching us, boy. Not today.
Not today.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Crazy stories, man. That part of area where you come from.
Yeah, bro,
Where your dads used to live.
Yeah, I mean, we still live there.
Yeah.
But no, it's wild. My brother's car just got broken into. Mine has been broken into before. It's getting wild out there, bro. This person took the stroller, my nephew's school uniform, like
Yeah.
everything. Like they had time, bro. You know,
Dude.
they emptied the car out. Like,
That's a problem that occurs usually whenever homelessness and
Yeah.
the drug problem goes up. Because in Vancouver, it was a big problem.
Yeah.
In Vancouver, in a span of like, I remember there was a time in like 2 years, my car got broken into 4 or 5 times.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they take, if you leave a backpack in there, if you leave
Yeah.
anything that looks like it could be of a decent size of
Value,
object, or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
they'll just smash your window and take
Yeah.
it. They don't care. My cricket kit got stolen. I remember, for that I actually went looking. I went to Hastings, so the known area where
Yeah.
whenever they steal stuff, they go.
Yeah.
You know, my cricket kit got stolen, like over $1,000-something worth of equipment, brand new shoes, brand new
Yeah.
bat, gloves that I just got, you know, and it's taken from my whatever from my car. I go,
Yeah.
I'm walking there all day. I did not find my cricket kit, but I found one other SG cricket kit. Well, that's the craziest part.
I'll take
too.
that one.
No, but I'm like, what? You know, someone else was going through what I went through as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man. That's you
wild.
gotta be safe out here. You can't, especially if your windows aren't tinted.
Yeah.
Don't leave anything out
Don't
there.
leave anything.
Yeah.
Put everything in the trunk, hide it.
For sure. Good
Sad,
advice.
man. That's a lot of bad people.
You never been mugged?
Well, I think everybody has gotten their car broken into at some point in their lives. I
That's
mean, there's
true.
not one person that.
That's a statement of someone who's broken into cars.
You know. Did you say with a stroller?
Yeah. Like,
Tried.
I might have one for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get it to you for half the price.
Yeah. Nice, but but yeah, no. Like I think everybody has been through that one.
Everyone's lost something over their
everyone's
life.
mugged.
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
stolen some. Everyone has had things stolen. Everyone has had
Either in
things, you know.
school or outside or
exactly.
somewhere. Yeah, it always
Yeah, high
happens.
school is just that time, right? Like,
Oh, dude, yeah. Dude, the area I grew up in, like, it was known, like,
Mhm.
your bike got stolen from your backyard,
Regular,
like a normal
yeah.
thing, and you would see a bike on the back alley, you would pick
Yeah.
it up, you would ride it,
Yeah, yeah.
next day it would be gone from your house.
like
You
a-
know,
it's a-
it was a cycle, it was
it's
chaos, but it was
it's a community bike.
exactly, it was a controlled chaos. And sometimes you'd go to the park, you'd be like, yo, isn't that my bike? The guy would be like, ha 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 ha. You just ride it back, you're like, is this one?
Yeah.
You know, it was, no, we were talking
yeah.
about, what's his name earlier? That dude, bro, who created, AI.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear anything about that?
Yeah,
recently?
yeah. No,
What
no.
was his name, bro?
Sam Altman.
Sam Altman.
Yeah, yeah. The crazy thing is he got arrested today. I mean, not arrested. He
Yeah.
got fired.
He got fired
from-
today?
Yeah,
He got
from
fired.
ChatGPT.
The CEO,
And,
right?
yeah, and
Makes you wonder, did he know
Yeah.
something? What was going on? I always wondered that. Okay, if someone
thing
if
is-
someone is the makes a company,
mhm.
and if that's their company, and then they're the CEO, how can they get fired?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Because yeah, board of directors, is usually
I'll tell you when we fire him.
straight up.
No, yeah, no, board of directors, they outvote you, you know.
Okay,
There's-
so
Yeah.
there's just like a table, and if
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
no, this
There's like a
guy's
voting
wrong.
power. Like there's a election and there's voting that goes into it. If like a certain percentage, whatever your bylaws say, a certain percentage agree that you no longer are fit to run the company. Then
But does he still get paid from the company because he owns it, right?
I'm sure there's like some exit. You know, they get some package. Like you still have this much shares, but
Yeah.
they're like non-voting shares or whatever it is.
Dude, that would suck, man. Imagine
Yeah,
building
pretty
a
much
company and
gone.
everyone's like, hey
Yeah.
guys, or sorry.
Steve Jobs went through the same thing.
Yeah,
right?
that's-
So, yeah.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no. What I want to know is, did they take the backpack from him?
Which backpack? The blue backpack.
The
that
blue
he-
backpack that he
yeah.
had with the
I
kill
don't know.
switch.
I don't
Yeah.
know. What are the contents of it? Like, what is it?
Apparently, he has like survival kits in there,
Mhm.
and he has like a kill switch for the
Yeah.
AI that he's created.
Mhm.
It's like it'll blow up data centers or whatever in case it turns into Ultron or something, you know.
Yeah.
So-
So did they take that? That's what I want to know.
I would want to know too. I mean, that's a pretty heavy backpack.
No, dude, that backpack, you're not taking that backpack.
Yeah.
It goes with him to the grave, you know? Is
Yeah.
no, basically, I don't know. I think, yeah, it has that kill switch in there.
Yeah.
Along with all these other
Mhm.
things. If
Apparently
anything
like a
happens and the
survival
world
kit,
ends,
yeah.
like a survival kit, he
Yeah.
keeps a gun in there.
Yeah.
He keeps a little emergency food, whatever, hazmat suit, hazmat mask.
What does he know?
He has all that.
I need to know what he
No,
knows.
that's the thing,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then now this guy just got fired. So guys, you know something might be coming up. Like yo, this guy knew something probably.
Yeah.
Somebody
You
check
never
out whether
know.
he was bullied or not.
Yeah.
What does he know? What
Yeah.
else does he have in there?
Hope it works though. Like hope it doesn't go to waste. Hope they
Yeah.
just take over. Hope what if just AI just takes over, and then the backpack doesn't come to work for shit.
Yeah, there was another
Hope it
video we were watching where that AI was getting pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, the
It was in the sphere.
bro. That thing's wild, man.
Yeah, and the way she was giving responses back, it was like it was a human.
Yeah.
And sometimes humans don't even give good responses like that. Those
Yeah.
were like good, witty responses that she was giving.
Not even witty, but like also
Yeah.
like almost like a human connection. Like he's trying to connect with you.
Yeah,
It's-
especially what she said at the end to that guy. Oh,
He's like, "Thank you,
No one's
Mark."
asked me-
Yeah.
no one's asked me that before. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't think of that before, but now.
Straight up, yeah. They it pretty much that's pretty scary to see. When a non-human is telling you
Yeah.
that
How far it's come, bro, in the last
I'm about to
3-4
take
years.
yeah.
Oh yeah, especially
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like every when was it when ChatGPT got real like famous and viral? Like
probably 2 years ago, 1.5,
1.5
something like
years
during
ago.
COVID times.
during
so,
COVID time,
Yeah.
right? And then
Yeah.
now they already updated it to 2023.
Yeah.
April 2023. It's already updated,
Mhm.
and then Google's got one, Elon's got one.
Yeah.
Like all these places have their own AI. It's crazy.
All these AIs now, there's so many softwares that have come out from like education systems and education departments to combat AI. So, because a lot of students, they were just
Yeah,
whatever AI, make me an essay, make me whatever.
Right.
And then
Mhm.
they would send it here, and this goes through and it's able to tell them, hey, this was
Mm.
made from AI, or if it
Yeah.
wasn't. So that's also all the stuff that's been made just in this last 1.5 year,
Yeah.
2 years period since this.
Yeah,
has been
you
going on.
gotta make the counter. You gotta make the antidote too, right? Whatever
Yeah.
like whatever you create, you gotta create the opposite of it just
Do
to
it up.
just in
Yeah.
case, you know.
Yeah.
So
I think
but-
past 80 years in humanity have been the fastest in terms of making us lazy, in terms of how fast it has progressed to make our lives easy, right? Like
Sure.
to
Yeah.
like everything that we have is at the tip or finger.
This reminds me of
at the tip
Wall-E.
or fingertips.
You seen Wall-E?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that was a good one. No, I wish we had ChatGPT back when I was in school, man. I swear I would have used it so much. I had to go through like the hard way of copying people, you know.
You had to do the
If
shady stuff.
ChatGPT was there, exactly, you know, I would have just done it on my own.
Yeah.
I had to ask my smart friends, you know.
Change up the words.
Yeah. Bro, send me yours. Don't worry, I'm gonna change it up, man. It's gonna be totally different. Don't worry.
Next day you're in the teacher's office.
Yeah, both of us. They're like, oh, what up? I'm like, yo, bro, they got us, man. Sorry.
You both go down together, you know?
Yeah, straight up
Yeah,
and
that happened to me once at Sate though.
Actually?
Yeah, it was for business computers.
yeah.
But luckily, because I used to sit right in the front, and this one of my buddies, he was used to sit right next to me every single day. And my laptop, you know, wouldn't be charged sometimes. Sometimes I wouldn't even be opening it up. Just be sitting with him messing around.
Yeah.
So my teacher used to think my laptop didn't work. So we had an assignment, and now we do this Excel sheet or whatever it was. We were supposed to do it. We get it done,
Yeah.
and I tell him, yo, send it to me. Sends it over. I send the same thing to him because I'm like, if he's getting 100%, obviously all of my
Yeah.
stuff's gonna be the exact same. I guess she went into the properties or whatever, found out that, hey, he's the guy who made this. What's going on? She pulled us to the side. She's, you know, like threatening us everything.
Yeah.
I had to pull the, hey, I sit right in front of you. You see this. You see us working on the same computer every single day. You know we work together. You know,
Yeah.
it's nothing like this. I've mentioned it to you many times before too. My laptop doesn't work.
Yeah.
And yeah, she let it go. But she let it go, but she still knew it was up, you know. But she kind of let it slide. She's like, just don't do that
The
again.
file saved under his name.
No, it was everything the exact same. I didn't even change anything. I just took it, dragged, sent, submitted from my side.
That's
Yeah.
wild. Yeah, we need somebody. We need.
Rats himself out right on the camera.
It's okay. I got that. I got that now. You know, I'm completed. I'm
He's
done.
got the certificate
Yes,
of
they
completion.
come back
sir.
for him.
Yeah.
He's good. We need. Well,
Yeah.
we need.
I know. I think everybody has done that too, pretty much.
Oh, yeah,
I think nobody
100%.
passes.
Yeah, and you have to. You can.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can work,
can work
hard,
around,
but you
but-
gotta work smart, man. That's what
Yeah.
they say. You have to.
Yeah, just if you
in
want
real
something
life,
done
you need to do
quick,
all that
you gotta
stuff
find the
too.
laziest people to do it.
Yeah.
100%.
You know? So, that's maybe PCB can hire me too. I'll
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
A lot of changes has been going on
In the
Ma-
PCB, yes.
in the
boy
PCB
Babar.
world,
Babar's got
Mr.
Babar's got some Trojan horses in his
He's
camp.
got
Yeah.
sacked and canned or whatever. What else you want to
Oh,
call
he
it?
quit.
Booted.
You don't fire me, I quit. Is what he did.
Is that what he did? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Is
they-
that what the word is that's going around?
The word is that they asked him to stay for test match or test. He can still captain.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, it's okay.
He said out. So initially, so this is for everyone doesn't know. Babar Azam is no longer captain
Yeah.
of Pakistan team. It's now Shan Masood for Test, and for T20 Shaheen Afridi.
Yeah.
Right. But do you think they told Babar Azam going into the World Cup, during the World Cup, or after the World Cup, or was it his own decision? What was going on?
Well, as per Ramiz Raja, he recently came out and he's like, Babar told him at Eden Garden already
Yeah.
that they don't want him to be captain anymore.
Hmm.
How sad is that? Like your teams, your boys are out trying to make it, trying to qualify.
That's still while there's a couple games left.
Well,
You're still in
yeah,
the contender.
You're still trying to make
yeah.
the till the last game they were in. Like they could have qualified. You know?
Not
hard-
really, but.
I mean, there was a hard chance, but there was a chance. You know,
Yeah.
they still had that possibility, and then your board is telling you you're no longer
Yeah.
captain. You know, and that's just when he's telling us. Like, when did he find out? You know, or not even us. He told Ramiz Raja, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
we've
did
known
he
for a
find out?
while.
Well, how long ago did they try to sabotage him in the background? You know, they were already releasing so many things about him
Yeah.
already. You know, as soon as the team left, they're like, oh yeah, he selected his own team. These are all his people, which has always been the case, bro.
Yeah.
It's always the captain picking the team.
Captain always picks his
You
own
know?
team. Dhoni always
And,
picked his own team.
bro,
Whoever, bro, from go as far back.
These guys literally boast about Imran Khan hand-picking these people.
Calling them. and
Calling them
yeah.
and telling them you're in the team. Inzamam was injured. Nahi, Inji tu kal khelega. You know, he's picking his playing 11.
No, that's
And
how it's
all that,
always been.
and-
The
and
captain,
that's how it's always
captain
been,
has a
yeah.
say. Captain coach.
So,
of
and then
course.
now they want to make it into a thing that, oh, he's the only one who's done that. It's like, no, he's the same guy who's taken you to semi-final, final in T20s. He's the
Yeah.
same guy who's taken your ODI team to number one. Sure, the teams didn't send their number one teams, but that's their fault. You know, he's out there competing and winning. So
True.
it's just unfortunate, but I'm happy for him though.
Hmm.
Glad that's off of him. that
And
he can
plus, as a captain, he had very good stats, right? He had over 55% win,
rate,
something
yeah.
like around there. 48 average. He was
He was
averaging.
leading the pack for sure.
Right,
Yeah.
he was performing. It's
Mm.
not like he wasn't performing, but we don't know what the internal situation of the team
Yeah.
is going
Mm.
on, right?
It's not for. It's like Pakistan. It's just like very Pakistan thing to do. Like
Yeah.
you don't let anybody finish there. It's like
Mm.
none of the prime ministers ever served their entire term.
100%.
They try to do the same thing to captains too. It's just like how Pakistanis operate. They just don't want to.
It's if they don't see immediate reward, right, or they don't want to continue with it,
Yeah.
right? Like in politics, whatever, they
It's
were
not even a
getting
reward.
something right away.
It's the people try to sabotage. They're like, oh, we don't want to wait your turn out. We just want to get you out of there. That's
Yeah,
it.
that too.
Yeah.
But I feel like you need to, if they just let Babar Azam 100% sure they didn't win this tournament. They might not win the next tournament. They might not even win the next tournament. But other teams are here to play too. It's not that they're trying the best. You're supposed to just ride. You're supposed to trust your guys. You know what I mean? Especially if it's like a talent like Babar Azam who's come after a long time. Dude, we
Yeah.
haven't seen a batsman like this. Even like before Inzi, all these guys, they were good too. But I think Babar Azam's better. You know what I mean?
He's outclassed them.
Mm.
He's
He's
breaking
outclassed
their
all of
records.
them.
Yeah.
He's scoring more runs than them.
Yeah.
A guy like this, trust him. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And especially if he's playing cricket like this at a level like this, dude, he's thinking about cricket from a place that even you might be a selector, you might be a whatever coach, this, that, but you probably can't think of cricket like how he's thinking about cricket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just trust the person. But I don't know. Pakistan, there's no such thing
No,
as
no,
trust.
I don't think Babar Azam would be. I think
Good captain.
Yeah,
You think
yeah.
they did a good choice?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but the thing is, there was no other option other than him or Rizwan, pretty much.
But how do you pick Sean?
I don't agree with either one of those selections, but I
Yeah.
think a lot of people don't. But still, it is what it is, and that's.
Yeah.
Are they going for 3 different captains now? Really?
There might be, dude, yeah, I don't know. Sean
But how do you-
Masood, he might be a good leader. See, that's the thing. Maybe in the domestic circuit, he's an amazing leader.
Yeah.
All the guys respect him, this, that. But my current feeling is that he doesn't make the playing 11. Even
Yeah.
for the test team, there's so many better guys, and he might be a captain material, this, that. But if
Yeah.
you're not making the
Well,
playing
it'd be the
11,
same
you're
thing
not.
as Sarfraz. When he was
Or-
captain,
yeah.
he didn't perform any games, but he was captain.
But he kind of made it because of a keeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't have no better keepers in Pakistan
Yeah.
at that time. You know,
Yeah.
like Bavuma right now is going through a similar thing.
He just needs to sit, though.
Right.
That guy just... Please.
Legend, Bavuma. Come on, man. You guys are all hating, but bro, don't sleep
No,
on
bro, he
Bavuma.
doesn't make that 11, bro. He can be in the team, but he doesn't make that
Bro,
11.
he's a legend. You guys.
Who do you think should replace him?
Hendricks, bro. Hendricks was doing well.
Hendricks is
He the one game he played when Boom was out, he went off, and then
Yeah.
he's just sitting again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they might take him off.
they should take him off.
Yeah,
Because
after.
He doesn't belong in that. Maybe in test, but I don't think he belongs.
South
in-
Africa is known to keep making changes in captaincy too. So
They're like another Pakistan. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why I like them.
And so, what about your opinions on our new captains?
Yeah, I would have. Rizwan would have been better. I think I said
He
that
deserved it a
before.
little bit more.
Maybe not test. I think
Yeah.
test. I didn't really have I thought maybe they could even go back to Sarfraz since he's already playing test. Right, he's
Yeah.
playing. He's in the squad. You go back to Sarfraz, and maybe groom a younger captain under him.
Yeah.
They could have done that, but I mean, I guess Sean's fine. He has a decent record in
I mean, all
test.
of these things don't really, being strategic, being smart. They're not synonymous with PCB. So I'm having a hard time.
I know.
understanding
I'm
what he's
thinking too
saying.
logically, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
being
yeah,
too
you know,
rational
yeah.
about it. So.
For them, right now, it's just a chaos right now.
Yeah.
You can't really step into.
Well,
it,
did
just
you
let
see the
it-
selection
let it be,
committees?
huh?
You see the selection committees?
I'm pretty sure someone got replaced or somebody, got
Bro,
taken to the court or something.
Bro.
What happened?
What happened with the selection case?
It might be rumors, but as per Instagram,
Okay,
it's Hafiz is the new director / head coach.
Professor, I.
Okay.
Professor.
Yunus Khan is the batting coach.
Mhm.
Umar Gul is the bowling coach, and Wahab Riaz is in there somewhere as well.
Hmm.
I think chief selector is Wahab.
No
Riaz.
way. So
Yeah.
they just took the team of 70 years ago and just gave them all roles.
Pretty much.
Misbah's there too somewhere, probably still not.
No, Misbah is the what was it? The technical committee or whatever.
Whatever.
Everyone is some sort of committee, bro. Everyone's in
Yo,
there.
He was already there though.
Okay,
Him
one
and
thing if
Hafiz
you
were both
notice,
there.
they've gone younger into the management too. They're taking out all the old people. So maybe they have a strategy in their mind. They're trying to come around. They're
No,
trying to
bro.
cover
I
some
think
of
those
it.
guys were just around that age too. These guys were just players that time, so it looked like that.
No,
You know what I mean? But these guys
We
are
just got rid of
older
some
too.
old people, literally, like our coaches and our managers. Now it's like Hafiz and Riaz. These guys are all younger people.
I mean,
You know?
wish them.
I don't know.
all the
Wahab
best.
Riaz keeps popping up in all these like positions, these big positions.
I
He was
didn't
the-
think he even deserved to
he
be
was
on the
the
Pakistan
best-
team
Dude,
ever.
he wanted to play for the World Cup or
Yeah.
something, right? Now he's gonna be coach, bro.
he was like having a full out like a crying.
like, bro, I'm back. If the team
Yeah.
wants me, I'm here. I'm
Bro,
ready to break my
that's-
back for the country.
That's old
Yeah.
news.
I'm
You
willing
check out
to
this.
sacrifice
Check
my
out
life.
this. Check this out. He's the
He was the
minister. of-
director of sports. Or
No,
something.
Minister of Punjab Sports. Like he has the entire province under him, like the biggest province. So he's a minister. He's in politics. He's a politician now. He's not like a player anymore.
Man,
and now
everyone's a
he's
minister of
man,
something,
everybody's
bro.
something.
Yeah, the minister of.
I mean, it's a pretty
minister
pretty
of socks. Somebody's a minister of happiness. Someone's a minister of potatoes, bros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go sit your ass down, bro. You.
That's crazy, man.
Hmm.
No, that's another thing as well. So a lot of
Yeah.
people go into commentary after cricket, and some of these guys go into politics.
Yeah.
Pakistani guys,
Yeah.
Indian guys, Gautam Gambhir. Who else was it? It was another player as well, I think.
Ganguly.
Yeah.
All
And
these
they go into
guys.
politics. Yes.
Even Tendulkar came out to commentate.
Do any of like Australian, England players, any of those guys go into politics?
No,
or
man.
sure
they go
they
straight
do.
to the beach after they.
Yeah, they go live their
No,
life,
I'm
man.
sure some of them do.
No one goes to politics.
Bro, if Kane from WWE can go into politics, anybody can go into
Kane from WWE went into politics? No way, bro. Even after he pulled out the mask and people seen him like that?
I think,
No.
I think he's a mayor of somewhere.
No way.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I just seen Undertaker was giving a speech and he's like, this is a relationship for a best, brother team that I've had, best team I've had, but he prefers I call him Mr. Mayor now.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
No way,
Yeah,
dude. I did
yeah.
not know
He
that.
he grew out his hair too, bro.
Dude, I remember when because Kane used to be my favorite. There was the three guys that did the choke slams.
Yeah.
One was Big Show, one was Kane, one was Undertaker. The three giant
Yeah.
guys, if they lifted you and dropped you, and just Kane had that thing, and then when they took that mask off, whoa, I was like scarred, like, yo, that's him, no way. He's so ugly, that thing that happened, and now this guy is like,
Yeah.
he's
so
a mayor, bro.
he's
That's
apparently a
good for
mayor.
Kane.
Apparently.
Dude, WWE always works out good for people too. All these guys that are in the WWE, John Cena, Rock, or
It's
other guys, it's a good
just
platform.
prepares you, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good platform,
Logan
yeah.
Paul now. That guy's in there.
That guy's a billionaire
Yeah.
now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the biggest platform in the world for like entertainment, fighting entertainment
100%.
business.
Just entertainment in general. Just prepares because you're performing in front of all these people on a regular basis, acting your fights or whatever.
Exactly.
And
Weekly,
then-
different
and then,
city.
Yeah. It's,
Mm.
How is the movie gonna trip you out? Or
True.
or
Yeah.
a commercial or this stuff. But yeah, though everybody, I think there's some Australians that or English that have players that have gone into politics. I'm sure.
Yeah.
No one.
Freddie
I've never heard
Flintoff, he did boxing
No.
and shit after.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, they go into other
Freddie
sports.
Flintoff was boxing after.
really?
Yeah, and he also was doing the what's it called, top speed.
Oh yeah,
He was doing that's where he injured himself. Yeah, but he
Oh,
was
no way.
also
Is it a show?
he was doing a
Top
show
speed, yeah.
for where you just show off like different kind of cars, newer
Yeah.
cars, the different
Mm.
features, talk about them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he apparently crashed a car.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he hurt
Fun.
himself, and he's getting better now and everything. But
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, some of those guys need to go into their board and fix that team because that was a disappointing World Cup.
with England,
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. It was okay, man. England, everyone expected more, but it's okay. You have
It is what it
you have
is,
shitty.
man.
They were doing
evidence,
so
man.
well that if they were struggling before, I would get it.
Everyone thought England. and
Everybody
India.
had them
Yeah,
as
those were
favorites,
the
bro.
two. Yeah, yeah. Going
So,
into it.
They flopped, but it is what it is. Having said that, what do you guys think of the semifinals?
I mean, one-sided. One game was one-sided. Pretty boring.
I thought it was
looked like
I thought it was a decent
Second.
fight by New Zealand.
New Zealand tried. They
They
tried.
tried.
Obviously.
But yeah,
Considering what India's done to every single
Yeah.
opponent.
Yeah. Yeah. No. At one point when that partnership was going on between Williamson
yeah.
and what's his name, man,
Damn.
Daryl Mitchell.
Mitchell, yeah.
Right. When that partnership was going on, it kind of looked scary. There was
Yeah.
like 20 overs left, 200 runs. Okay, now it's like a T20 game. You still
Yeah.
have 8 wickets or 7 wickets left, or
Mhm.
how many at that point?
Yeah.
It's not looking bad.
True.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, but,
Myself,
yeah,
I
they
did
came
call
back.
New Zealand to win, but
Uh.
inside I knew India was gonna win. That was more like
Off camera,
manifesting. No,
yeah.
I'm manifesting. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Inside-
I wanna say, okay, South Africa and New Zealand for
That
sure. I
was a
said
close
that.
game, bro. South
I was
Africa dropped so
manifesting.
many catches.
He said New Zealand, but inside he knew.
He knew right on.
Hey,
It's
I'm
like-
always with Virat. Okay, that's my guy. But yo, it's the thing. When
Yeah.
you want something, you gotta manifest it. Okay,
Bro,
so I
Virat,
have to
50,
say.
50 centuries. Bro.
Oh yeah,
ODI.
he's past Sachin. Go bat, bat, bat,
Yeah.
bat. Go.
Yeah, good indeed, bro.
I don't know. For me, he is.
Yeah.
For some people, Sachin's
bro,
theirs.
no
This
debate.
guy's mine.
There's no debate. You're passing Sachin's records. There's no debate about that, bro.
100%.
Every era has a goat, pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
And Virat of this era, yes, Virat Kohli, yes. But I mean, there's been goats in cricket. There's so many goats now, and
I don't know.
Dhoni has. I mean, you guys keep overlooking Dhoni, bro.
Come on, man. Dhoni, bro. I was the biggest Dhoni fan, being a wicketkeeper batsman, looked up, long hair, had the style, the batting, everything, you know. But, bro, he has accolades, but he doesn't have, like, that individual, bro. He's not like a
Yeah.
Jordan or LeBron, you know.
He was when he
Come
was
on, man. He's
Nah.
a guy who's won a lot of championships. Which team won a lot of championships? Maybe he was from, like, a leader from that team, but he's not an individual, made some crazy,
He's like a,
you know?
what is it?
Will Chamberlain or
Will
someone like
Chamberlain
that.
or like
Won a lot of,
Kareem,
yeah.
yeah,
He
you
won a
won.
lot of trophies. He was there with it, but he had a lot of good
No,
guys.
Dhoni
help
was
him out.
Dhoni's. I think is a bigger goat in my opinion for cricket India. But Virat
Damn.
Kohli definitely is a superstar, man. He's a superstar.
I
He's
don't
a
know.
bigger superstar.
I would
than
rate.
Dhoni.
I'm out of the thing.
But
Here's
a
the
lot
thing.
of people think that too. I've seen a lot of Dhoni.
A lot, yeah,
supporters
that's a
too.
take for a
It
lot
is,
of people.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, I feel like
For all the logicals, yes. You know, that's what.
no, but I feel like personally what he's achieved and how many times he's showed up for India.
Yeah.
You know, just chasing and important games.
Yeah.
This guy's there, bro. You know, you expect him to
Yeah.
perform, and he does. Every
No, Virat
time.
Kohli is definitely one of the goats
Yeah.
for sure.
So I would rate it. I would rate him higher than Dhoni. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, he embraces the challenge.
You guys
besides,
are
yeah.
you guys are Viratians.
I don't know,
We're
Iraqis,
Iraqis.
till I die, or
We're-
until somebody else comes that impresses me. That's like, yo, this guy is the next. But
With the
I don't know,
Kohli-
not until that might not happen. For
What
another
is his
30
fans
These are a
called?
bit tough,
Are
huh?
they Kohlians or Viratians? What are they called?
It's the Virat army.
Virat Army. the rat army.
Yeah, and bro, what else? It's another thing I was gonna say. Virat Kohli. No, another guy, goat. That he wasn't from our time,
Mm.
but Don Bradman. Right. This
I
is.
feel like
You
I
know,
haven't,
it's-
I haven't
what it
seen a
is?
single shot that he's played.
I've
you know
never.
what I mean?
I've
This is
never-
what people
but-
say. This is
yeah,
what
yeah,
you
I know,
know
I
what
know.
I mean.
Here's my thing.
You
know,
got. I think you gotta pick goals from what you have seen. It could be like latest as like you know the '90s when you were born. Maybe you know. You can
I'm not
check that.
saying he would. Bradman, I'm sure he.
Unless
would
you've seen their videos, like them
There,
those guys
there's
play.
there's some like old black and white footage. But,
Black and white
Yeah.
footage.
yeah, but that's like.
And they were like side angles
when
too.
you
They
watch
were not like
basketball
the front
games,
angles where you can see the.
Is that point?
Yeah, you
from-
never know
yeah.
the ball's coming in or.
Yeah, Bradman. He's the same. I would put him in the same category as like the '70s basketball players. You know,
Okay.
there's no defense. There's no
Yeah.
You could if you got a little bit of agility, you could just move around people. It's
True.
whatever,
Yeah, the
you know.
athleticism wasn't
Athleticism
there.
wasn't there.
Yeah,
the
the best-
fierceness, talent wasn't there.
In test matches, if the fielders were tired, they would go off for a couple overs,
Yeah.
just go get drinks and stuff. It was like a known thing. You
Yeah.
know? It was like.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same, bro.
But
Like,
that
so-
basketball era that they had, you know, those tidies, you know, those like nice little tight, you know, you got those on, and then your shorts. are
Oh,
like
the
really
short
tight.
shorts,
The
yeah.
The short shorts, so like you just.
I'm sure you would love to wear.
And they all had the porn star mustache
Yeah.
with the little light fro. you
Straight
know?
up, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like I wouldn't rate him as one of the goats. Like you know how
Like
to
he-
say Babe Ruth back in the day. It's
Yeah.
like it's like the guy. It's like whatever, man. Nobody was throwing it at 100 miles at that time, were they?
True.
You know, so
No, for me, Virat, that's my goat. For
Yeah.
you, Dhoni.
Of course, yeah. For at least for Indian cricket.
What about overall? Who's your overall goat?
I mean, you can never have one overall goat. You know, you gotta have like. There's so
Okay,
many players that. so many
Batting
legends that-
goat. Who's your greatest of all time batter? You can at least give me
there's
that.
Yeah, there's few, man. There's few. I mean, Virat, Sachin, these guys have their own.
Come on, man. Come
But
on.
I feel like he the reason why he rates Dhoni higher is just the overall what he achieved like as a captain
Yeah.
and how he was able to.
You know, all I'm saying is Dhoni has, you know, like
Accolades.
done. Yeah, exactly. Dhoni has more like tournaments, man. He's won like World
Oh,
Cups and stuff.
100%, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No, but like yes,
I feel like India's gonna run through.
Virat
Australia.
Kohli has his own place. Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not like you guys are getting offended or some sort.
No, we're not getting
trying-
offended.
I am getting
Yeah,
offended.
you are
Yeah,
getting-
as a
yeah,
Virat
he
fan,
was-
so
he
yeah,
was,
yeah, buddy.
But fuck
as
that,
a red
you know what I
army.
mean?
Check yourself.
Yeah,
Before we have something here in the studio.
I'm gonna
you
call
know?
my boy Dhoni.
Nah.
He's gonna come. You know.
I'm not taking no respect over Virat Kohli. That's
Yeah.
it. I've had it. I had it with it. Man.
I would,
Yeah.
you could put a lot of people there, but I feel like if you're gonna go with the accolades, then you gotta put Ponting up there. You know,
Oh, yo, I mean, there's so many.
I don't know how many
Ponting-
World Cups. 5?
like 5 World Cups, bro.
Yeah, Gilchrist. You know, he was a go-to. He was a legend.
Word Ponting, I forgot about
McGrath
that, yeah.
from Australia. That guy was pretty sick too.
No, but
Brett
Ponting was
Lee.
the captain.
Brett
Ponting
Lee.
was like the Dhoni as well of Australia.
Yeah.
Because even when I started watching Ponting, he wasn't the best batsman. Sure, he
He
would
was,
come
like,
in, he
up
would
and
make
down,
runs,
yeah.
this, that.
Mark
but
Watt.
he was known for like, okay, this guy's the main
Steve
captain.
Waugh was actually pretty sick too.
Yeah, I mean,
He
there's
was-
a lot of greats, but I'm
There's a
saying
lot of
like
greats.
if you were thinking GOAT, what Kohli's achieves, like he's breaking records that Sachin made towards the end of his career, and everybody thinks Sachin is like up there. So he's already
Yeah.
breaking
No,
those
no,
records,
yeah,
and his
definitely.
athleticism and his health, hopefully he continues for another few years. Bro, he's gonna set the bar real high
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
anybody else to
absolutely.
achieve.
100%.
So at one point, Hashim Amla and him were like neck and neck,
Yeah.
and then look at what he's done. Hashim Bhai's gone, right? He's retired,
Yeah.
so he's able to maintain himself,
Yeah.
keep himself in shape, and still day in day out show up for India. So I would definitely put him as
Yeah,
one.
South Africa has had like that has produced a lot of goals too. South Africa.
not
Jack
goats,
Callis, bro.
Jack Callis.
I
All-rounder
think
goat. All-rounder goat.
all-rounder goat. Yeah.
Shakib Al Hassan's catching up. Depends on how much more he plays.
That guy's got shit attitude. I don't care.
No, but what do you mean, bro? He has the. Come on, man. He has some of the best stats. Even in this World Cup, he was doing really good.
Nah, he wasn't.
He was he was doing decent.
Shakib
man.
Hassan is one of the
As an
goats too.
all-rounder.
Yes,
No,
yeah.
no, I
he's
think
one
of
Ah,
him and Jack Callis are my two all-rounder goats, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
you're forgetting about Afridi, bro.
There's a lot of all-rounder goats too. I mean, you can't-
Come on, man.
You-
Afridi was not as important to Pakistan.
I think Abdul Razak
as
was a-
Shakib Al
I
Hassan
think
is
Abdul-
with Bangladesh.
definitely
You take
is.
Shakib out of Bangladesh, probably wouldn't be in any of these tournaments for the
I
last.
don't know. I feel like their
So
team
many
might
years.
gel together better if you take him out.
Yeah.
the team might improve.
Yeah, Sri Lanka
Yeah.
might have some better chances.
I'm gonna take Shakib in my team for sure because he's gonna pull out a way to win a game.
He don't
Get somebody
care.
out.
Get some
in
A
the-
time
win is a
out.
win.
He's-
A win is a win at any cost.
Get somebody like called for
Keep looking
timeout.
at the time.
Go stands at the boundary. Just like looks at the where he's coming out from. Like
That would be a sick
Yeah.
celebration. Both.
He did that.
Yeah.
Matthews did that. Yeah, he got Shakib out,
And then he looked at. Oh man.
I mean that was coming of course.
Dude, but imagine if Australia upsets India in home and wins their seventh would be or sixth?
Sixth.
Sixth.
Yeah.
That would be wild.
That is
If they win their
possibility,
sixth,
yes.
that would show that hey,
Possibility.
they are the superpower of cricket and they've dominated
And
for the last since
everybody
2000,
counted them
since
out, bro.
1995. Oh yeah.
Everybody counted them out.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna make it.
I didn't think they were gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Australia.
Australia.
I didn't like their
No, I
team. I
always-
didn't think their team was.
Yeah,
I
their
always
team
knew.
didn't have it, bro. They were full of injuries. They didn't have a full compact
Yeah.
team. But now that was a close game though. Amount of catches South Africa dropped.
They dropped 3 at the end there, right? I was
Bro,
sleeping
not
right
at the
off,
end,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
They dropped at least 4 catches. They missed a clear run out. I'm sure there was more half chances they dropped. There was one at covers. There's so many, bro. So many. Like you don't expect to win a game like that.
Yeah, the easy ones they could have.
South Africa finished their World Cup the way Australia started their World Cup. You know how they dropped a bunch of catches and they were all over the place.
Yeah.
And then South Africa was on such a high.
Meant to be.
They just had a mental malfunction there towards the
Mm.
end, which is very typical of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I already
No.
picked Australia. For the winners. One of the winners: India, Australia, Pakistan, England.
You think Australia's gonna win the final?
I don't know who's gonna win, but
Don't be diplomatic.
No.
Say it with your chest.
I'm saying it with my chest. I'm just saying Australia Australia could win, but this is gonna be a tough one. I don't know.
I don't think India.
I want Australia to win. Yes. I want them to
India's.
win.
I don't think India's losing, bro.
I think
Bro,
Virat
and-
Kohli's scoring 100, but Australia is winning.
You think so?
I think it's gonna be an upset.
That's the most basic one I've heard. That's what everybody
Okay.
says every game. You know what I mean?
But you know who the real MVP is though of this World Cup?
Who's
It has to be Virat Kohli.
Hardik Pandya, bro.
How is he the MVP?
If he didn't go out, Shami wouldn't be taking so many wickets, bro.
Oh man, yeah,
Hmm.
bro. We didn't even talk about Shami, man.
Bro, Shami.
Shami is up there.
Bro, this guy's gone. Like, so he wasn't making the playing 11.
Yeah. he
Pandya
was in the
goes
team,
out.
Yeah.
This guy is won like 3 man of the matches, bro. Since.
Resurged his
Yeah.
career. No, first game back, 5-wicket haul.
Yeah.
I think he
4-wicket haul against England.
then 5-wicket haul.
Yeah.
Then now another 7-wicket haul.
Yeah, bro.
Within
this,
Yeah.
if Pandey doesn't go out, he doesn't come into the 11,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
You know.
But still, you know, Shami's like a wide receiver. Virat Kohli is a quarterback. Who's
Bro,
gonna
I
win the
think- I
MVP?
think
MVP is
Shami-
gonna go to Kohli, bro.
No, they might give it to Kohli, but because I don't know, they might just give it to Kohli.
Yeah.
Okay, but Shami, he's got the respect,
got,
bro.
of
He's
course, man.
he's upped his
He's
game.
a
You know what I
legend,
mean?
man.
Like
he's gonna go down as one of
the
greatest
price just went
Indian
up for
bowlers.
him, bro. The price
Yeah.
went up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely did. Yeah, his hairline and himself made a great comeback.
Exactly. That's another thing, man.
He worked on himself tremendously, man. This season.
Yeah.
Hairline,
him
to,
and
like-
that doctor really worked on
Yeah.
that.
Dude, yeah. If Shami needs to tell us who his hair
He
guy
did.
is.
He did behind the
He
scene.
did?
Yeah, he did behind the scene video, bro. For 4,500 graphs.
Dude, a lot of these Pakistani players too.
Yeah, I'm trying to go too.
Wahab
This
Riaz.
this thing is
and-
going back real fast.
No,
I'm
because
trying to go.
usually everyone went to Turkey, but everyone's
No,
saying,
Pakistan.
go to Pakistan. It's a good
Pakistan's the
spot
place
too
to
now.
be. Yeah, Pakistan. There's a couple. I think one's Lahore, one somewhere else. I'm trying to go.
It's like a known proper one that all
Yeah.
these guys go to.
All the actors and all the.
What's the little details for viewers that are listening?
I'll
if
do
they
my
wanna-
research and I'll let you know, but I don't know yet.
Okay.
So
Bro, you get.
Yeah, no, so for sure. For
What
anyone-
detail of the viewers?
We're gonna reach out to a clinic.
market
Oh,
track.
100%.
Reach
Man.
out to
What if somebody
yeah.
wants to?
Reach out to Lalcho Kuluni, and they will be
वो
doctor.
आगे से चबुर्जी से लेफ्ट लेके ये आगे से राइट लो और लाल रक्षा खड़ा होगा उसके लेफ्ट साइड में
उनको ऑफिस ट्राई करे
48, 48, 41, 42, oblique road.
Yeah, straight up. That's
yeah
That's the office right there.
that is the office right there.
yeah. Of course. Would you support your kids if they wanted to play cricket?
Honestly,
Not
I
in
would,
Canada I wouldn't.
I would go see their games, you know. And if he was good and all, cause you've seen cricket, you know how good is someone supposed to be. If he's like exceptional, this time you're like, yeah, this person's good, 100%. If he's not good,
You
like,
turn into Yuvraj that.
like, bro, you need a different sport.
If he reminds you of yourself, then you're like, nah.
Basically,
Yeah,
yeah. He's like, yo, that
this guy's useless.
that cover drive is pretty similar to mine. Okay, we're gonna try kickboxing tomorrow, okay?
Straight up. Chain sport.
But you don't got the pace for it. Let's
Yeah.
just do so. No.
Straight up.
No, not in Canada. If my kid wants to play cricket, yeah, we like go somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I tell him.
You want to take him to Australia?
Any full playing nation, like
Uh-huh.
there's no point. Like even if you make it to the very very top in
Mhm.
Canada, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't get you anything.
Yeah. So
Not at the moment. Maybe like 20 years from now, if they
Yeah.
allow like, another 10 nations to become test nations and this and that, or maybe if Canada merges with the U.S. cricket
Mhm.
because they're trying so hard to get in there,
Mm.
I
just
see-
make it America.
make it like a America
America's
cricket, and
team.
then like the GT20 and Major League, if they merge,
Mhm.
then Canadian cricket will improve, but on its own, it doesn't. You only have cricket for 3-4 months.
I never
Mhm.
thought about it like that, man. Canada should 100% do that. Just 'cause look how West Indies is.
Yeah.
West Indies is all these different their countries,
Yeah,
their little islands, and all of them could probably on their own beat Canada itself.
yeah.
But they come together and they play as the West Indies.
Mm.
Canada, U.S., Mexico.
But they don't have to make the same national team. But I'm just saying.
No,
to-
but imagine if
the
they have the same
domestic
national
structure.
team.
You know how
Yeah.
the NBA is. The domestic
Yeah.
structure, they can definitely take 3 to 4 teams from GT20 and take the major league teams
Mhm.
and do a merge, and that way, the entire value will go up because now you have the viewership from both countries for the same tournaments,
100%.
right?
Mm.
So that would definitely increase the value of them because right
Mhm.
now GT20 was here, all these players were here last year. I think it's better than any previous year, but your local players are barely playing,
Yeah.
right? You have mostly superstars playing, and they come here, they collect their
Yeah.
paycheck, and they go home, right? Your local 4 guys perform, 5 guys performed, and they're already in the Canadian team making
Yeah.
what $3,000 a month. Like it doesn't cut the bills. It doesn't pay the bills. You know what I mean? So it's not. It's as a young kid,
Mhm.
if you're growing up right now and you're like, oh, that guy plays for Canada, I want to play that level.
Mhm.
You know, even if it pays like 2-3 grand as a kid, yeah, you want to. But when you think about it realistically, it doesn't make sense. You know, when you're like, oh, 3,000, that's it, that's all you get paid, and you get 2 tours a year,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
No, there is a lot of big teams in both, like from GT20 and from their major league, right? There's a lot of teams. I know Shah Rukh Khan has his partnership
With Major
most-
League, yeah, because
uh,
Major League is
Major
mostly
League.
IPL, right? It's
Yeah.
IPL teams have bought a lot
Mm.
of the Major League teams.
No, but there's a lot of big teams out of Canada as well. We have our Toronto Nationals.
Toronto
They
Nationals
have
with the Lahore
they're linked with
Qalandars.
all the
Yeah,
Lahore
yeah.
Qalandars coaching.
Yeah,
So,
so that's
all,
what I'm
all
saying.
of that
That would
stuff
be
is
better.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about it in the previous episode about this. You weren't here for that one.
Yeah.
You know what would really help? You know how the ICC has limited most of the players to only be able to play 2 leagues a year.
I didn't know
So-
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so they're introducing a new thing where it's like maximum 4 per team. I think they've said overseas players
that.
per team, maximum 4, and then also I think it's 2. Most boards are going with 2. You can play 2 leagues. I think PCB's already done it.
Yeah.
India, you obviously know they don't let anybody go, right? So, which is a really good thing. So with that in mind, do you think it would be nice to have like a Champions League, like all around the world, just T20 franchises coming together, champions from each league come together and play?
That would be pretty.
That'd be
yeah,
sick.
that would be pretty
Mm.
nice.
Yeah, we need to talk to MBS for this.
A Champions League would be a.
That'd be sick,
nice
right, for
one, yeah.
cricket? Yeah.
They did that a long time ago in the IPL,
Yeah, the
ICL,
ICL, yeah.
like the different whatever.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did that happen.
That would be sick. Like we were talking about, like Saudis becoming the sports hub. That's the episode, and then we talked.
But the other thing that I think would be sick is if Canada and US joined.
That would be
And if they
ideal.
became one team, like
Mm.
Yeah.
if there's better countries like 10, 15 island countries that are all better than you and they're joining to have one team, why can't you
Why
guys
can't
do
you
that? We'll
guys?
probably have the best, like it'll be more competitive.
It'll give you the time frame to play a year round, right?
Yeah.
So it'll give you, because Canada, you're stuck playing from, we say April to September, but realistically it's May to like end of August,
Yeah.
maybe mid-September, right, with the weather. But if you merge with the U.S., you now have the southern part of U.S. that you can play all winter. Right? And
Texas.
they already play. They're already doing a lot of stadiums because of the World Cup
Yeah.
next year. So you have that as well.
So Sunday night it's going down. Australia versus India, or India versus Australia, I should
Mhm.
say.
Yeah.
That's right. Put some
What are your
respect.
guys' thoughts and opinions on this? So let's go with Umar. Umar, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a.
I really hope so.
I hope it's not. I hope everything goes well and it's like a high-scoring game, man. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I just want a nail biter, but I think India's got this.
I think Australia's got this. I think Virat Kohli's gonna do good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes down the wire. I want one of those like last 4 overs,
Yeah.
30-something runs required. You know what I mean? Like
I honestly
one good
those
batsman, one
Yeah.
bowler.
amount of
I think they
shit
should-
games we've had this World Cup.
We deserve.
We
one of those.
deserve a nail biter.
It's not that we had shit games. It's just like it was a longer format, and teams are trying to adjust to the longer format too. There's a new format right on the plate. Before they
Yeah,
always
but like
used-
they could still score more than 80 runs in a game. I'm sure.
No, but this World Cup, the amount of close to 400s we saw,
Yeah.
I've never seen that. Like
Oh, that reminds
cricket
me.
was never.
That
like
reminds me.
this.
I got some funds coming my way. You want to go for dinner?
Yeah.
yeah.
World Cup's about to end. So I got some funds coming.
Okay,
my way.
okay.
Won some early bets. So. But no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That they were trying to adjust, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like, bro, like, please, closer games.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for the sake of the people that are watching 1:30.
Yeah, I think
AM.
this is going to be a close game. I think even if it's fixed, I don't think they'll fix a boring game. But even if it goes down to the wire, if it's properly, I think it's going to be a good game.
That'll be a 4th World Cup in a row that hosting nations won.
Damn.
Yeah.
Something to see.
If India wins, I mean.
If
that's what
India,
you mean.
wow.
And the T20s, the Americas are hosting, so you guys know what that means. Uh-huh.
Carlos Bratton. No. Remember the name.
Yeah.
That's going to be it's happening for the first time.
Yeah.
There's going to be
So
something.
you never know. Canada might just take it.
Canada's there. US is there.
Mhm.